Okay, I just got a letter from Medicare stating they were only going to pay for 1 day in the hospital, which really kind of pissed me off because from what I hear, most people get 2 days. Not that I want to be in the hospital. It's just the fact that they're limiting me that pisses me off. Although I'm sure if I actually need more time, Dr. Abraham will have it approved. I do have a trillion diseases. So, anyway, so that was it on the on 6 days I think to go, or 7 days. What day is it today? Today is the March 7th. So March 12th. I guess it's 5 days. 3, 5. Yeah, I was never good at math. I always need my trusty calculator. Anyway, what I really wanted to talk about was ghosts. And how I'm so disappointed with television and all these shows, and kind of the fear they put in people about spirits and phenomena and that kind of stuff. And you know, my great-grandfather was one of the 10 greatest mathematicians in the world, and he said that at some point we would be able to prove what we considered supernatural or paranormal via physics. And I don't know if he was speaking about quantum physics or not. I'm not a scientist. I'm not even good at math. I never learned my multiplication tables. Clearly I did not get his gene for thought process. But I'm very, very, very disappointed. There are more people who are afraid of spiritual matters than should be. Listen, there's nothing. I know they're telling you that, you know, something's evil and something's, you know, when we don't understand something, we always call it evil because it seems to be acting not the way we want it to act. And there are there are laws of nature in the universe. And as a pagan, I know that. And I've worked with spirituality for a long, long time now. There's a time that I did ceremonial magic and as per the Argena Maelstrom or the OTO or Aleister Crowley. And none of that was evil. And there are simply energies in this world that are more powerful than we are. But it doesn't mean that they're going to hurt you, and it doesn't mean that they can hurt you. It's your own fear that hurts you. I think that show Psychic Children is terribly, terribly, now I just lost the word, they're using those kids to make money. And they're blowing smoke up their butts. Something had happened to me like that when I was a kid, and I was really into it as a kid. I had all kinds of clairaudient experiences and clairvoyant experiences and all of that. And I wasn't scared of any of it. Because there wasn't somebody, you know, whispering in my ear, oh, it's the devil, or oh, it's a whatever. And so that really pissed me off. Anyway, you know, if you see a spirit, or if you feel a spirit, try to get by your intellectual fear of it because it's something that you don't know. Try to feel the essence And try to think about, well, why is this happening right now? Does this person, because it's a person without a body, mostly. Does this person need my help? And the truth is, it probably is a person that needs your help. They need help finding the light. They need help going home. Unless, of course, it's a relative. And that could be they're just checking up on you, making sure you're okay because they love you. And how is that frightening, you know? And what's with all this nighttime, with all the lights out, ghost hunting? Well, it's baloney. You know, when the lights are out, your primal fear sets in. And that's the primal fear that we've had since we lived in caves. And that is that in the dark, there are more things that can harm us. Well, turn the lights on if you're gonna do nighttime ghost hunting. Turn the lights on. It's not gonna keep you from seeing anything you might have seen in the dark. In fact, you'll see it clearer. There's nothing that needs the lights off to show itself. It's absolutely bullshit. That's like sitting around a table of spiritualists in the 1920s, you know, with all the lights out. It was because they were hiding stuff from you. And I think the same goes today, you know. I just don't want people frightened of the natural universe and spirits and elementals and all those other things. They are a natural part of our universe. They're not non-normal. They're normal. Our ancestors always spoke of them. You know, fairies, forest folk, leprechauns, if you're Irish. I just would hope that people would get a different mindset around ghost hunting and around things they may be experiencing in their home. I really think that there's nothing to be afraid of. I'm 58, and I've been doing this stuff since I was a very little child, maybe 6 or 7. And I'm just telling you, don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of, except your own fear. I think in the series Dune, if you remember that series of books, Dune, it was very clear, and they said it in the book, that fear is the mind killer. And it's true. That's true. Fear is the mind killer. Don't be afraid. You do have to stay in control and tell yourself, I'm in control with what's going to go on in my body. But I can share my space with someone else. I can communicate with them. They're not, they need your help more than anything else. And please try to keep that in mind. I just so despise the shows on television. They just so create this terror that doesn't have to be done. And anyway, so that's my rant today on the spirit world and ghosts. And remember, if you see a ghost, isn't that proof that there's an afterlife? So see it in that funny way. I've got a text. It's probably from my son. Okay, so I'll end here. And have a wonderful day. And 6 days post-op. Something like that. I can't remember what I figured out before. My brain is so dead. Okay. Have a wonderful day.